Hey everybody, welcome back to Two Comic Book Dudes. I know we've been kind of off the air for about a week or so, maybe a week and a half, but we're back now. And this is the New Comic Book Day Spectacular number 7. And actually,
Yeah.
it's the New Comic Book Day Septacular because it's number 7.
Ah,
Okay, haha,
ah.
funny.
But everybody's going to be
Oh,
like, no, it's August.
right. Shut up.
Hey,
We're two comic book dudes. I'm Aaron Clutter, editor in chief of Comic Booked, and with me, as always,
everybody, I'm Justin Paget. I'm the managing editor over at Comic Book.
and this week we got a ton of books to talk about. Normally we do our New Comic Book Day Spectacular on New Comic Book Day, but we had some other issues come up, so we're just doing it a couple of days late, which is fine. You're still
I
getting
had
it.
surgery. It was my fault.
Yeah, that's okay. I wasn't going to blame you, but
Hey,
if you brought it up,
it needed to happen. So,
yep, that's fine. So I've got, again, more books than Justin got, but we'll go through them. And he gets some books I don't get. He gets some I do. And, I get a bunch of stuff that he doesn't get. So by the time we're done, pretty much review everything that you would see on the shelves other than Valiant and Xenoscope. I didn't pick up any of those this week. In fact, my shop's kind of cut back on the Xenoscope stuff. So it's kind of sad. But he was buying a lot of it, and he wasn't moving it. And a lot of it's ending up in the dollar box, which is not bad for me,
unfortunately, mine's the same way. They'll get just a few copies. And then, like I said, I wasn't able to go on Wednesday this week. So I got there Thursday, and they were all gone. So I didn't even have a chance to get them.
That was one of the books I wanted to pick up was The Young Terrorists, but it was like an $8 book. And I saw it on the thing, and I'm like, I'm not going to get it. And then I walked away, and I came back today. I said, do you guys still have that? And they only got 2 copies. So they're reordering. Hopefully I can still get one because I really do want to read it. Looks like it's a pretty good one, but I think that's from Black Mask, which I do have a book from this week. They have some good stuff. So anyway, all right, we'll start with DC like we always do. We did award prizes for the Ant-Man thing, and I have it sitting here in a box on the table. It's supposed to go out in the mail tomorrow, hopefully. And the winner for that was...
there was a winner.
Yeah, Matt Creenan was our winner for that. And he's we had a couple, several people comment on the different videos. So, he was our winner. And then we give away the Valiant Mini-Mates as well. And I've notified our winner on that. And we'll talk about that more on our Thursday's Valiant Effort, which hopefully we'll do that tomorrow and get that done for this past week and get everything caught up and get all back right with the world. Yep. So, all right. Well, first thing is DC. So I had 3. You say you had 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and do one I know you don't have. And I finally caught up on the story. Injustice Year 4, Injustice Gods Among Us. It's based on the video game that came out, last year now?
Right.
Well, it must be longer than that because this is Year 4.
A few years ago.
A few years ago. Jeez, that's hard to believe. This is number 8 for Year 4, and it is a very, very good story. So basically, up to this point, Superman came in and he kind of took over the world after the Joker tricked him and made him kill Lois and blew up the whole metropolis and all that good stuff.
And then he ripped the Joker's heart out.
And that was awesome. And then Batman from another alternate dimension moved over into that dimension, and they had a big battle, and a bunch of people died, and a bunch of people got beat up and switched sides and all kinds of weird stuff. So at this point, it's the 4th year. Batman is still in hiding, the one that's still alive. And his group's kind of still, scheming and trying to figure out what to do. And Superman's folks he's still, urging him to look for Batman because he wants to defeat Batman and destroy him and make it be over, Well, the gods of Olympus kind of stepped in and said, Superman's setting himself up on Earth and he's taking control of Earth, and that's our realm. And so you've got a little bit of manipulation going on with Zeus and some different things, with Hera and everybody. So it's been a really good story so far. Wow. It's pretty interesting. Yeah. So you've got gods versus the self-proclaimed gods in a way. So this is definitely a good series. I was really surprised because I thought, man, Year 4, this just can't be good, but it's been really good. So it's definitely, that's one worth reading if you're not reading it. It's outside of the normal
continuity.
DC continuity, which if that even exists anymore. But it's also just a cool read, and based on a video game, which is kind of interesting.
Nice. Yeah, it's cool that they were able to turn it from a video game into a book, and then because of that, they were able to just kind of go crazy with the story of anything they wanted to do.
Yeah, yep, I really like that. Okay, what's next?
My first one would be Wonder Woman issue 4.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Meredith Finch. David Finch is actually moving away from this book. I don't think he drew this one. Yeah, this one is Ian Churchill.
Okay.
The penciler on this issue. So I'm not sure if this is just for this issue or if David Finch is coming back, but I was a little shocked when I learned that. Still looks pretty good, but this is, have you been reading this arc?
I have not. Nope.
They it's just about her adjusting to the role of God of War since she's taken that mantle from Ares.
Yep, and I remember that.
And then Donna Troy's come back and things like that. So.
Very cool.
But it's Meredith Finch, so it's actually a really good story. I recommend it.
Cool. Okay. All right. Well, my next one is Bizarro. So, and this has just been a fun book. Bizarro number 3 out of 6 is out this week, and it's kind of Bizarro and Jimmy Olsen's little road trip, trying to, I don't know, just taking a road trip. Yeah,
nice.
It's been pretty funny. So far, they were fighting a weird used car salesman who got some power from the Egyptians, and he was using that power to influence people to buy cars. So it's pretty funny, but it's written by Heath Corson, and it's pretty good. And then Gustavo Duarte is the artist and does the covers. So it's a good one. It's pretty fun.
Awesome. Okay,
hang on 1 second. Okay.
My next book. Were you done with Bizarro?
Yeah.
Justice League 43.
Oh, okay.
So this is part 3 of the Dark Side War.
Is that coming to an end now, or?
I don't know how many parts it's going to be. Really? Does it say? Hold on. Let me look real quick in the book. If it can tell me.
That you haven't read yet.
Oh, no. I got them yesterday and haven't touched them. They were in the bag until a minute ago. Nope. This just says chapter 3, but we have Bat God.
Ah, cool.
Bat God. Batman's on the Mobius chair.
You'll have to tell me what that's all about, because I've seen some little clips and scenes, but I don't know what's going on there.
Darkseid's daughter, Grail, wants to kill Darkseid.
Okay.
There you go.
So is she getting
monitors? Maybe, yeah. She's Darkseid's daughter, so she's got to be super powerful, right?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
As well.
And then there's the anti-monitor, and all that good stuff's going on too. So that's what it's going to be. It's going to be Darkseid versus the anti-monitor at some point.
Is that all kind of self-contained in Justice League?
Yes, because it doesn't follow Batman or Superman or Action Comics.
Yeah, I was going to say, it didn't seem like anything was crossing over anymore.
Because Batman is Batman.
Yeah.
And Superman is Superman. He's not weakened Superman. He's not.
Oh, okay.
So this is its own. Justice League is its own thing. Just like Justice League America is its own thing. Justice League United is its own thing completely. I guess that's the whole DCU. Is they've just got a few books that are tied together, like Batman, Superman, and Action Comics are really the only ones that are stuck together. The other ones are off on their own.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I like that.
We'll run it for a little long.
Probably why I don't read any DC books except for the few I get. There was a Facebook group that I'm part of, and they were talking about DC Comics, and they're like, name your 5 favorite DC comic characters. And I was like, He-Man, Skeletor, what else did I say? I don't know, but they were all 5 non-basic continuity characters, So it was kind of funny.
Nice.
Anyway, what were you going to say?
No, but I was just saying the same thing. After your post-convergence, my DC buying is way down.
Yeah, we're diverging from DC.
Yep.
All right, well, my last DC book this week is Harley Quinn and Power Girl, number 3. This is just another fun romp. It's filling in a gap from a while back in Harley Quinn, where her and Power Girl teamed up and they went through this portal, and then they popped back through the portal like the next frame, and they're like, "Wow, we were gone a long time." And now it's kind of like, now we tell the story of what happened when they were gone. So they come to this planet where there's this huge Power Girl statue, and this guy was like in love with Power Girl, and it was just really funny, because of course she still thinks that her and Harley are teamed up as a dynamic duo kind of thing, and Harley keeps telling her, "You're my sidekick, you're my sidekick." It's pretty funny.
Right.
So, but that's kind of the sum and whole of what I read from DC. It's like, I don't read the regular books. Like, I don't read Batman or Action Comics. I used to read Batman, Superman, and Superman, Wonder Woman, and I dropped both of those. Well, did I drop Superman, Wonder Woman? I think I did. I don't know, just don't find it interesting. Is it even around still?
Batman, what?
Superman, Wonder Woman.
Yeah, it's still going.
Okay, yeah, I just stopped getting it. So I don't know what happened. But, He-Man, Harley Quinn, the Harley and Power Girl, Bizarro and Batmite, and then Injustice.
It's tied into Batman, Action Comics, and Superman also. Like, it runs in that continuity. So it does show. Because I remember... Wonder Woman does not. It is its own individual story.
Weird. Now, the one good book, and this was last week's book, last week, DC Bombshells. I really liked that. DC Comics Bombshells. That was pretty neat. But, I don't know. It'll be some short-lived kind of story. But it's taking the Bombshell cover characters and it's putting them into an environment where they can tell a story, and the girls go get to beat everybody up and kiss each other. And, it's a wonderful series. So, anyway.
All right. I'll go pick it up then.
Yeah, I know, sir. All right. Is that it for DC?
Yep. Sorry.
Okay. Well, some of these I've already actually read since it is Friday already, but I'll go through the few books that I picked up. So I got one Dynamite book this week, and that was Swords of Sorrow Swords of Sorrow, Vampirella and Jennifer Blood, number 4. And they're over Chastity there, getting ready to rip her head off. Pretty cool. And she does get run through, which is pretty cool. But this is the last book of one of the spin-offs from the main Swords of Sorrow storyline. So this was really just how Jennifer Blood and Vampirella kind of teamed up, because Vampirella got sucked into her world where there's not really any vampires and werewolves, I guess. But she's still like a vampire hunter, and I don't know how that would all happen, but it was good. Pretty interesting story. Now, the one thing I've noticed is all the Swords of Sorrow books are all written by women as well.
Okay,
so not only is it the women of Dynamite, but they're all written by women. So it's been pretty good. So, all right. Next one. This is one of the best ones I've read so far this week, and that is from Black Mask, and it's The Disciples. It's Steve Niles' book. This is just really, really cool. These people travel through space, and they found this other world, and they're following a distress signal, trying to find these people, I guess, and just all kinds of bad stuff has happened. Basically, it's down to 2 of them by the time we came into this book, and they're trying to find out what happened to the rest of the people that were part of their team, and they're finding these ancient buildings and just all kinds of weird stuff, and there's just craziness going on here. So it's really good, but it's typical kind of boo scary monster kind of creature things, and then zombies. So you got some zombie creature type things. There's like these alien things that seem to resurrect the dead at a certain time of day, and so now they're facing off against this horde of zombie monster space creatures. So pretty cool. It's a good one. That's number 3 of the Disciples out this week, and then I've got 2 books from Boom. Escape from New York, which this is number 9. Snake Plissken on the front there. And this is a good one, because this is Escape from New York, but now he's going back to New York, because he's been to Russia. He went to Florida first, blew up Florida, went to Russia, blew a bunch of people up, killed a bunch of people, and escaped from a bunch of people. And now he's heading back to America. And he gets back and he finds out that the president had gone to prison, and his prison was in New York, because Manhattan was the big prison. So now he's trying to sneak back in and find the president because he wants to kill him. So pretty cool. It's like he couldn't finish the job. He wants to finish a job he didn't finish before,
Yeah.
So this is how, kind of the story of how he gets his plan to get back into the prison and what happens there. So it was a good one.
Nice.
This is Snake Plissken's awesome. I mean, that movie was awesome. Yeah. Burning Fields #7 was out this week. This is kind of the penultimate. Next issue is the big finale, Michael Morisi's book, and we're going to interview him next week on Tuesday.
Awesome.
So we'll have a discussion about Burning Fields. We'll probably talk about his other new book, Transference, which I just got to read issue 2 this past week. Really, really good book series. That's from Boom as well. He's also done the Rise of the Planet of the Apes series, and he's writing Hoax Hunters for Heavy Metal, which is a great series. So this one is really cool. It's set in the Middle East, an oil field, and there's been some killings that this lady has to go over and investigate. And it turns out that there's this demon thing living under the oil fields, and these people worship it, and it infects them and makes them do its bidding, and it's pretty cool. So it starts out as this military kind of story, and you're thinking, oh, okay, somebody's killing people and they're making it look like a ritual to try to scare people away from the oil field. No, there's a big demon. That's pretty cool. So #7 is really good. I mean, it definitely sets it up for that final chapter. So it's a really good story. It's well written, it's well paced, and the artwork is pretty cool.
Nice. I will be checking it out very quickly then.
And then the final chapter of Steampunk Snow Queen from Antarctic Press, another Rod Espinosa series. This is really good. The artwork is cool. It's like a, kind of anime-ish, but not really. I mean, it's just a very neat style. You can see, kind of the way he draws people. I love the detail. It's really neat. But this is the 3rd chapter, so you've got, and I think Emma is the name of the Snow Queen. I can't remember the sister's name, but the sister's traveling in this big steampunk suit across the country trying to find her sister who's run away from everybody, trying to get her sister to control her powers. And it's cool. It's good. It's a good story. It's just neat artwork, and it's a different telling of the whole Frozen, Snow Queen, Snow Princess, whatever you want to call the story. So it's good. Let's see. Actually, that needs to go over there. All right. Couple more, and then you can talk. Okay. This is like my section of the show.
Yep.
Oni Press had Invader Zim #2 out this week. You can see Zim eating donuts and ready to munch on Dib. So it's awesome. Really good. Dib's chasing Zim right now across space, trying to stop him from finding some ultimate weapon. And Zim is making stops at pretty much every roadside attraction across space, from the giant pool of schmoop to the world's largest space donut filled with dark matter. It's just funny stuff. So really good. And it is written by Jonan Vasquez, so it's still right in line with the show. In fact, there's a bunch of little jokes. He talks to the tallest, and he's like, "I bet you were really worried about me. I've been gone for so long." And they're like, "Who is this?" And then after he talks to them, they're like, "Oh, him. He's not dead." So it's really funny. But just constant jokes like that, because it's been gone. The show's been off for 10 years.
Yeah, if not longer.
Yeah, yep.
I mean, I think it was on in the late 90s, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, yeah, that's true. Well, long enough for Dib's butt to grow into his chair. So,
True. There you go.
So, moving on to Titan Comics, I got Blacklist #2.
Is that based off the TV show?
Based off the TV show, yep. It's pretty good. The first issue was really, really good. It's just like a side story, I think, from the main show. So you've got the guy who was on the top of the FBI's most wanted list, basically turned state's evidence so that he could help them catch the other guys on the top 150 or whatever of the FBI's most wanted list. So it's pretty cool. And it's got good art. I opted to go for the artwork cover this time instead of the photographed cover. But interior art is definitely good. So it's pretty good. I like that one. All right, Image.
I got 2 new ones and 2 back issues.
I have 6. all new, I believe. You want me to go first?
Sure, and I'll just go in between there.
All right, because I don't know if you get any of the ones that I get.
Maybe.
I think you get one of them, maybe. So, all right. This week, Manifest Destiny number 16 was out.
No, I have the first trade.
Oh, okay.
That I need to read.
It's good. I mean, this is really a neat story. It's definitely developed really well. So it's the story of Lewis and Clark, but it's just a different spin on the whole story. I mean, they're traveling across the country, but they're mapping the territories for the supernatural, magical creatures and monsters and things, basically to report back to General Washington and everybody about the dangers that are out there that are supernatural. So it's been good. It's definitely popular. That first issue, I think, is worth like $60.
Wow.
So it's crazy. Yeah.
What's up to issue 16?
That was issue 16's out this week.
Okay. What about, did you get Birthright?
Yep. Get it off from it. It was at the bottom of my stack. I got that cover.
Nice.
Yep. Was there another cover?
I think maybe not.
Yeah. I love this. I love this series though.
I do too. The art's great. I think I like this kind of story. I just think it's awesome. So.
Oh yeah. Yep. All right. Did you get the mantle?
I did not.
I love the cover.
It was gone.
I mean, this is such a great book so far. This is issue 4.
Yep.
You know, we interviewed Brian Buccellato a couple weeks.
Yep.
Like
issue 1 and 2 are great.
I'm sorry, it's different. This was Brian Lovell and Jordan Boyd.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm jumping to another book back here. Oh no, that didn't come out this week, did it? When was that? Was that last week?
I don't know.
No, it must be next week. Anyway, we interviewed Brian Lovell and Jordan Boyd, who are the writer or the artist and colorist for this book, and this is great. So, this is a power. The mantle is a power that passes from person to person when they die. And what's cool is it looks like on the cover, maybe the cat's getting the power next. So that'll be different. So, I don't know. But, there's this creature called the Plague who all he wants to do is kill the mantle, whoever that is. Yeah. So in the first book, we had this druggy guy get the power and die by the end of the issue. And then the power passed to his girlfriend, and she got fought him a little bit. And I think she's still alive at the end of the last issue. They kind of hopped her around and got her to escape, but who knows what's going to happen. So there's a lot of dead people, a lot of dead mantles. She can see them all and talk to them and get information from them. But it's been a fun book. Really like that.
Okay, next. Invincible. This is issue 122. And some big, I think they announced a big change like next issue or something like that.
Oh, cool.
But, it's, oh my gosh, what's his name? Kirkman? It's Kirkman's book, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Robert Kirkman's book, and it's just, his kind of, his superhero book, and now we're out in space. So this has started in the last few issues that our hero and his wife and child moved out into space and away from Earth. So,
that's
away from the home planet. What you got next?
I've got Postal number 6.
Nice.
Postal. It's been a really good story. I mean,
it's like the only Top Cow book I don't read, I think.
It was like this up and down story. And at first I was like, I ended up getting like the first 2 issues at the same time and reading through them. I'm like, this is kind of weird. It's like this town of almost like witness protection type people, but like they were really bad criminals and now they all live in town. And the mom, this guy, the post office guy, the mail carrier guy, he's autistic, or I don't know, autistic. Maybe he is. He's sort of autistic. He's got, he has trouble focusing, but he can do certain things really well. He can see patterns and that kind of stuff. But his mom is in charge of the town, and she had his girlfriend killed, and she did all this weird stuff. I mean, it's just crazy. So he's uncovering some things, and I think we're maybe coming down to some reckoning with his mother in this issue. So we'll have to see what happens. But it's been good. I wouldn't buy it if it wasn't good.
That's right. Or you would have stopped by now.
Yes, for sure. Okay, what's next?
I just got some back issues. I got
Okay.
Copperhead number 2 and
Cool.
Copperhead number 3.
Awesome.
I picked up, somebody at the comic book store had suggested Copperhead to me with issue number 9 because they said it was like a jumping on point and stuff like that. So I didn't read it, but I picked it up. And then I also picked up issue number 1 and read it. So I'm just going backwards. Now I got 2 and 3.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm surprised. I thought you were getting trees.
I was, and then I just stopped.
Oh, really? Okay. This has been getting good these last couple issues. So they're starting to do a little more research on the plants themselves that grow around the base of the trees. We have some flashbacks to some other things that happened, and I mean, it's just like any Warren Ellis story. It's definitely a long play tale.
Yeah.
So we're on issue 12 now. I'm hoping something's going to happen big here in a minute. So we'll see what happens in this issue. We've got some kind of a weird ritual-looking thing going on there on the front. Not sure what that's all about. I thought this was Sons of the Devil when I first picked it up, and I'm like,
no, that would make sense, yeah.
Yep, but it looks pretty good.
Yep.
And then the other one I'm getting from Image is Jason Sean Alexander. It's called Empty Zone.
Cool.
And this is this lady who has like different mechanical implants and cyborg parts, and she can like get close to something and steal data off of it. So she's like this recovery specialist or a thief, whatever, right?
Huh.
But it's pretty cool. She recovered some data for somebody, and now they're after. The artwork is wild in this book.
Oh wow, that's nice.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, I really like it. So it's been a good story so far. It's just one of those you just have to dive into and start reading it. But this is issue 3 out this week of Empty Zone. Okay, Marvel.
Awesome. Marvel. I got 6.
So I have 3
Secret Wars?
non-Secret Wars books.
I have 1 non-Secret Wars book, I think.
Okay. I'm not sure you have any of the ones I have.
These are all Secret Wars. Yeah, so 1 non-Secret War. Okay, well, you go first.
All right, so the first one I have is issue 5 of Star Wars Kanan the Last Padawan.
Nice.
And I think this is the last issue of this series. As we kind of... Oh, no, it's not. There is an issue 6. So this has been telling the story of Kanan, who's the character in Star Wars Rebels, right?
Right.
Okay.
And this by Rick Wiseman.
Yep. So he was a Jedi, a Padawan, and he basically was had to escape and got away, hooked up with the smuggler guy, and has been running all over the place. Then him and the smuggler kind of got separated, and he went off and did his own thing. And then he came back to like steal his ship, and he's all kinds of stuff. It's been a pretty good story, though. If you like the Star Wars Rebels, this is a good series to pick up. And it's not one of those, it's like the super hot one, so you can't find it anywhere. I'm sure most comic shops are going to have back issues for this one.
For sure.
Yeah. All right.
We got Silk number 6. All right. Yep, number 6.
Yep, I dropped that at number 3, I think.
I stuck with it. Like, I kind of like, I don't know. I think her character has more potential than Spider-Gwen. So, and I'm pretty sure her book's going to continue or restart after Secret Wars ends. So.
Has she come to an end? Does this book end with, and then there was Secret Wars? Or
I'm pretty sure that's how this one ends.
Okay.
Maybe not. Maybe this isn't the last day. No, to be continued. Never mind.
Okay, interesting.
So, it seems like there was a big delay at some point.
There must have been with it, yeah.
Between 5 and 6 or something, because it doesn't seem like I've gotten an issue in a while.
Yeah, well, I had 4. I think that was the one with her and Johnny Storm on the cover.
Mm-hmm. Eat lunch.
That was the last one I got, I think. And I was just like, yeah, I'm done with this. So, yeah. All right. Star Wars number 8 is out this week. Jason Aaron writing that. It's been a good story. It takes place between A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. So we kind of find out what happens after Luke blows up the Death Star, and everybody's really mad about that. And Vader's hunting him over in Vader and in this one, so it kind of crosses over. But it's been a good story so far, so I've liked it. Nice. And my last non-Secret Wars is Empire of the Dead, Act 3, number 4. So this is the penultimate issue, next to the last. This has been a good series too. You know, it's pretty hot right now because this has been opted for a TV series. So they're gonna make a TV series off of it. So that first volume especially is pretty hard to get. But this has been good. It's got some great artwork in it. You know, flip past that picture. See if I can find a picture that's kind of cool looking. Yeah, there we go. Some soldier art. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's good artwork. It's a good story, laid out very well. And this is being written by George Romero, so he is actually writing the story. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
It's worth picking up. Okay. So then I have 6 Secret Wars books.
I have 5.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5.
Okay. I'll group mine by spider related and not spider related.
Okay, I can do that too.
Okay.
No. I don't know.
We do spider related first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So my first one is Spider-Verse. Get that one? Nope. Okay.
Nope.
Good. I was hoping that was one you didn't get.
I'm done with the verse.
Spider-Verse number 4. This has been pretty good because, you know, if for no other reason than Spider-Ham is in this book. That's the only reason I'm buying it. I like him. Peter Porker, really funny character, you know. Kind of like a Howard the Duckish character. I always liked him. It's got Spider-Gwen. It's got Spider-Woman and some other spider people and Indian spider guy. Nice. Peter Pamabutra, whatever he is. But it's also got Osborn and the Goblin and some other crazy stuff going on. So, and the Jackal, which is cool. Nice. But yeah, it's pretty good.
Is that the last issue? Is that 4 you said?
It's 4. I don't know if it's ending. Let's see.
I thought they were all either going to be 2, 4, or 6.
Next issue.
Okay, so maybe it's the 6th then.
Yep. Caught in the Web, it says. All right. So your other spider-related book?
Amazing Spider-Man Rated number 4. I'm pretty sure this is
like
the last
3 just came out, didn't it?
It did 2 weeks ago.
I was going to say, I just swear I just read the stupid thing.
Nope, it's to be continued.
Yep, so I think these are doing a 6 or something.
6 run. Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, this has been a good one too.
Oh yeah, I've really enjoyed this one. This has been one of my favorite Secret Wars tie-ins.
Yeah. Well, I like the fact that at the end of the last issue, it was kind of like, okay, now Daddy needs our help.
Right.
So her and May are going to have to suit up and go after him. So that was pretty neat. All right, I've got Guardians of Nowhere, number 3. And I swear I just read number 2 of this one, too.
Oh, they're pushing them quick now.
Yeah.
Like
so Yotan... Oh, go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, it's just the art in this thing looks great. I like this art.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So we're still fighting Yotan or Yoshin or whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of, number 2, we kind of got that origin of who he was and how he became this big giant monster creature. And that was sort of a crazy story. But now you got the Guardians fighting against him. So it's pretty good. Now, I will say I read Kitty Pryde and Star-Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that series because that seems to play into a lot of what's going on with Secret War, as well as the Korvac saga, which I don't think a lot of people are reading.
Mm-mm.
But that's very key because I think there's pieces of that are going to come into play with the whole Battle World falling apart thing. Because, like, this last issue, it was last week, I think, or a week before, Michael Korvac, like, hey, I got my powers back. And all these people have been going crazy and turning into monsters and fighting against everything and going, I remember the stars and they're so dim now. And people are like, what are stars? And at the end of the book, he like explodes out of everything, and he's his cosmic looking self with all the stars. He says, "They're talking about me," and it's like, ooh, Doom's afraid of him because he has that whole reality warping ability. So it's pretty cool.
I wonder if that's what he's like keeping Franklin drugged up or something too.
Oh, it could be. Okay, what do you got next?
Inferno.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Inferno number. What number are we at? 4.
Are you liking it or not?
I mean, it's X-Men, so I really enjoy it. I mean, look at Sinister. What's not to like about that crazy-looking Sinister?
That's true. Yep.
Like we've said before, Sinister's in everything. He just looks a little different.
Yeah.
But this is, it's been a pretty good team. As far as like an X-Men book, I think it's been pretty strong.
Yeah. Okay. I read that first one and I was like, no. And then it's like Extinction Agenda. I was like, or was it Extinction Agenda or E is for Extinction? Were there 2 different ones?
Yeah, I think there are 2 different ones, and I don't think either one of those. Yeah,
I'm not real hyped about those either.
Mm-mm.
Now this one I liked, 1872. You get that one?
Yeah,
I liked it.
I love the first issue.
Oh yeah,
I haven't read this one yet.
It looks really good. Who's writing this one? This is Dugan and
I'm looking.
Well, see.
It is Dugan.
Yeah, Jerry Dugan or Jerry Dugan, and Nick Varela is doing the art, and it's good. I mean, it's
a great Western book.
Yep. It's pretty cool. Of course, you got Captain America again in there, which is cool. He plays pretty good parts in all of the books that I've like Civil War and this one, and I love him in Planet Hulk. That's probably my favorite Captain America right now is in Planet Hulk.
Yeah.
Because he's riding Devil Dinosaur and going in there, and especially this last issue. I mean, he's just kicking butt through that world. That was the one that came out last week, and Devil Dinosaur disappeared, and so he's like him and Doc Green are fighting their way to the Red King, and when they get there into the town, all of the tribal Hulks are attacking them, and all of a sudden there's like a rumble, and he's like, I told you he's not dead. He's my brother. And Devil Dinosaur comes smashing through this building and it's like, roar! It's really cool. So it was good.
Nice.
All right.
I have one more.
Okay. So I have Weird World, number 3.
Nice.
Which is another, I love the cover. Really cool looking. It's a crazy book. I mean, Jason Aaron's writing this one too. And I like it. The artwork is just so weird, and it makes sense that it's Weird World, But you can see the way the art's kind of laid out. It's really good.
Yeah.
But it's just such a weird story. I don't know. Yeah. If you're not reading this, it's good. I mean, it's cool because it brings up Archon, which he hasn't been around forever, and it's I don't know. I don't know what I can say about it. It's just a good story.
It's weird, man. It's weird.
It is. Yep.
My last one is House of M, number 1.
I didn't get any of them yet. Did that just come out this week?
This is number 1. Yeah, it just came out.
Okay. Maybe I'll go pick that one up.
I don't know if this one was delayed or what, but I didn't think, it's got to be one of the last number 1s to come out of Secret Wars.
I would think, because
maybe it's going to be really short or something.
Because we just had 5. So, well, if they do 4 issues, it would wrap up right around the end of Secret Wars.
Yeah, and this is Dennis Hopeless, I guess, is doing the writing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep.
So it should be pretty good. I'm interested to see, like, if House of M never ended, what.
Yeah, what would happen?
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay. My last book is Age of Ultron versus Marvel Zombies. Because you just can't have too much of either one of them. So it's been good. This is the one with this is the one that's pretty much it's crazy because you got the 3 worlds behind the shield. You got Perfection and the Deadlands and Salvation. And Salvation is the world that's Vision and Wonder Man created that doesn't allow any of the robots to come through the shield, and it kills any dead flesh that comes through the shield. So this is it's inside the shield, and there's the 3 worlds there. Is Perfection on there?
Yeah, we have. Let's see. We got the Deadlands and then
Yep.
Perfection are beside each other. And
Okay.
then we have a little bit of water, it looks like, and New Xandar.
Yeah, I don't know
And
what that
then,
is.
and then some water in the Shield.
Yeah, that wraps around the other side of the world. So,
Yeah.
and the Deadlands are in there. Yeah, with his Perfection. Yeah, okay.
The Deadlands and Perfection touch each other right here.
They're right next to each other. Right there.
Yeah,
That's
they
where the
border
big
each
battle
other.
is. Yep. All right, but it's pretty cool. I mean, because this has like the 1872 Hank Pym, or the 1800s Old Westy kind of Hank Pym, and they're like, we need your help because we need you to do this, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I was building a Clockwork Man. They're like, okay, but because you're Hank Pym, you understand this stuff, and so you can do this. You just don't know you can yet. So they brought him into Salvation, which is their little city protected from the Deadlands and from Perfection, to try to defeat Ultron, basically, and find a way to save everybody. So it's a good story. This is issue 3 of Age of Ultron versus Marvel Zombies, so it's a pretty good one. That was it for me for this week. So I did. I got a couple books in the mail. I got Harbinger Wars #2. I don't know if I talked about this last week. I don't think so. And then I got this, which was a pull box cover for Shadow Man #1. So it's a special edition cover. It's pretty cool. And it's actually got, like, I know you can't see it, but it's got a cover imprint on it when you hold it just right and look at it. Squint your eyes. So
squint your eyes, tilt your head.
It's pretty cool. And I ended up getting a few other back issues. So basically, like my unmatched issues, the ones that I don't have an issue, are down to one series. And if you just box that one book up and send it to me, then I'll be done with those.
Yes, it's coming. It's sitting right there.
So, did you get the box for me?
I did.
T-shirts and stuff.
Thank you very much for that.
Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. So, all right.
The comic book store were very impressed with my T-shirt, my Divinity T-shirt.
Good. I love that. That was the one I really wanted. So we got a box of shirts from Valiant. So we were going to wear those on our Thursday's Valiant effort, and have to show those off at the shop too. So I got 3, and I think we both got one of the same.
The Bloodshot.
Yeah. We got the Bloodshot one, and then you got Divinity and Harbinger Wars, or Harbinger, and I got Ninjak and X-Men of War.
Nice. Yep.
So yeah, I love the X-Men of War is really cool. The orange with the design, it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
So all right, well that's it for us this week, and these were books that came out on the 19th of August.
Yep.
So if you're reading something that we're not reading, let us know. If it's good, we'll talk about it. Maybe we'll pick it up and put it in next week's show. I don't have anything to give away this week. We're still giving away Lando #1. That if you go back to our previous New Comic Book Day Spectacular and make a comment, we'll send you this comic book for free.
Yeah, it's very easy.
Yep. So it's not hard to win stuff for sure.
Yep.
So stay tuned. Coming up this weekend, we'll have a few more episodes out. Next week, we've got unboxing videos. So at least 2, I believe, and maybe 3, depending on what you get.
Mm-hmm.
You should get your comic block right this week or this month.
Yep.
So then I'll get Loot Crate and possibly Geek Fuel. I'll have to message them and see what's going on. So, yeah. But we appreciate you taking time to watch us. Definitely share, like, comment, do all that stuff. We appreciate if you subscribe and check out our Facebook page, 2 Comic Book Dudes, and our Facebook page for Comic Booked, and our website, comicbook.com. And what else? Our YouTube channel, all that stuff. So
YouTube, everywhere.
Wherever you find us, we're there. There we are. So
we appreciate you watching.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody.
Have a good one.